everybody. Sorry we started kind of late today. Uh, there was some delays, but it's all good now because we're starting. So I'm just gonna wait for some people to join. Oh, sweet, nice, Tony. Yay! That was so fast. Just waiting. Oh shit! Shoot. Hey Tony, dude, that was so quick.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm trying to like be on time now.
Sweet. Okay, and then I see Marcos. Hi, Marcos. We can just wait a couple minutes for some more people to join, and then we'll get started. And then
Okay.
you're also working on some stuff, right, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't mind my friend walking around. He's just walking around doing stuff.
No
He's
worries.
in the bed, by the way.
Your hair looks so good.
He's letting me borrow the studio. Yeah.
Yeah. When did you dye your hair?
Long story short, I was trying to be the good guy in a bad situation, but
Okay.
motherfucker still got stabbed. But it's all good. We're home.
Okay. Nice.
No, yeah, it's a really weird story. Very, from what I heard, it's very like suspenseful. So I'd rather not like go into details, but I was just born. I dyed my hair. Let's just leave it at
Okay.
that.
No.
Um,
All right. We'll leave it at that. Okay. So let me see. We can give it a few more minutes, and then we'll start off. Um, but yeah, are you gonna dye your hair a different color once it fades?
I don't think so because I really messed up my scalp that night. So I think I'm just gonna let it grow out
Okay.
and then cut it off and just shave it
Hmm.
and then just tattoo my head.
You're gonna do that? You're gonna do it?
Well, I kind of want to now. That's like, and now that's a possibility. It's like, ooh, I could do it now. It's part of like life.
What do you want to put there? Oh my God, that's so cool.
I want to get like a crow on this side and a wolf on this side,
Hmm.
and then like since this part's like dead, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Probably like a cross and bones or something,
Wow.
or some like lettering or something. I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah. Hi. No, that sounds super awesome. Okay, I think we have some people now, so we can get started. Let me just
For sure.
get this up. Okay. All right. So, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Today, my guest is a very special friend of mine. His name is Tony Evaristo, and he is gonna talk to you about his life journey with art. Or sorry, young Tony. Sorry, I forgot that's how you wanted me to introduce young Tony.
Because I
Yeah,
never grew up.
exactly. All right, so we can get started right away with where you're from.
I was born in San Jose, California,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like I grew up here in Santa Ana. Like this is where I am now. This is who made me who I am now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm from Santa Jose, born and raised in Santa Ana, 714 till I move out probably.
Yeah, nice. And what inspired you to create art?
Um, just honestly, just being a city kid, you just walk around like cities everywhere, and there's like graffiti all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really interesting to see, like, yo, what does that mean, or what does that say?
Yeah.
And then all the different colors from black, blue, red, or yellow. I was like, I want to do that one day. And then eventually, yeah, I got like interested in graffiti, and graffiti just evolved into like different types of art. And I was like deep into this rabbit hole. That I was like, holy shit, I'm doing art now. How fucking weird is that?
Yeah.
You know?
Nice. And so when you decided to pursue art, did you receive support from your family and friends?
At first, no, because it was like really a shock. Because my mom and my dad really wanted me to be like a lawyer or a doctor or like automotive engineering, because they saw I was really good with drawing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, you could like start designing cars or start designing other shit." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess."
Mm-hmm.
But then when I started doing art, they're like, "There's no money in it, bro. There's no reason why you should do it."
Yeah.
But then we started like actually doing it and like bringing them out to like art walks, art shows, and people actually started showing up, and they're like, "Oh, dang, you actually have some talent for this,"
Yeah.
So they're like, "I guess we'll help you out now,"
Hmm.
But it was weird at first, but now I have like full support. So yeah.
Nice. And so we can talk a little bit about your schooling. So what schools did you attend, and what was your experience in school?
My uh honestly, I really didn't like school because from elementary school, I was in academies and like these like private schools where they taught you like, oh, tuck in your shirt. You have to be like so and so. You have to come in at this time. Lunch is this time, and then middle school kind of like took up that thing. And then when I went to high school, it was a fundamental, and it was back again to the grindstone of like you have to wear a uniform, you have to like show up at this time, you can only get so much time to do this,
Yeah.
and really hated that like mentality of like, oh, everything's gonna be going at clockwork. I was the type of person who was like, nah, dude, I just want to show up whenever I want to show up.
Hmm.
Hence why I was always late and why I was always tardy to every class. What was I doing? I don't know. I didn't want to show up at that time. I
Yeah.
was just sitting at the lunch table, was drawing, making stickers, and then that really made me hate the schooling system
Yeah.
for trying to make us do something that we really weren't supposed to do.
Hmm.
So I was just like, no, I don't like school. So when I got the chance, I was like, screw school, I don't want to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, and you attended college for a little bit, right?
Yes, I went to college for I want to say 2 years.
Hmm.
And then once I started like focusing on art, I was like, you know what? I don't want to pay like no offense to like any other artist. I don't want to pay upwards of like $3,000, $4,000 per class
Hmm.
just so I could learn what I could learn off of YouTube, off of other artists,
Yeah.
or off of other places. So like once I saw what I needed to learn, I was like, all right, cool, I got the basics, and now I will try to do it on my own.
Hmm.
And then after that, I kept going to college just because it was like free resources. So I'd go into like the the computer room. I would sneak into the library, and I would just be like trying to learn as much as I could for free
Hmm.
instead of actually just paying for everything. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna need some sketchbooks and blah 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 blah. So I'd go to like art supply warehouse, buy my own
Hmm.
supplies, and then just try to sneak in. I really didn't want to like pay for college,
Yeah.
so I was just like deuces after a while. I mean, I got like my general education done, so I was like, I'm not a total dumbass, but I am like somewhere on there.
Tony. No, you're not. Um, so, Tony, thank you for being very honest about, school education because it's not for everybody. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I want to kind of segue into when your sticker business began growing and where did it start?
Wow, my sticker
Yeah.
business. Uh, my sticker business down. That's like really up there. It wasn't really a business. It was just like a hobby that just
Yeah.
blew up out of nowhere. Um, I started making stickers because while I was learning graffiti, I saw like all these other stickers, all these other drawings,
Yeah.
and I was like, who are these people? And then eventually, like they started leaving little tags under their drawings,
Hmm.
and I looked them up on YouTube, and I remember like clicking on this one guy's page. I think it was Wiz Cholo or Cholo Wiz 13, and he
Hmm.
was teaching me how to like do all these like rad different characters. The guy with like the backwards hat, the fucking spray can, the marker,
Yeah.
and everything. I was like, oh dang, this is really cool. And then I started like learning off of that, and then he will like put in his comments like, oh, if you're looking for free stickers, hit up USPS, hit up UPS, DHL, and all these other like free shipping companies to get like the printing labels. And I started off of that, and then I would just start posting them everywhere. Or whenever I would see like friends or family, I'd be like, "Hey, check out! I made a sticker,"
Yeah.
and I'd be like, "Oh, cool! You should sell them." I was like, "Nah, I really don't want to sell my art, because me being from the streets, I don't really see the point of paying somewhere or something to see art when you could just leave it on the street for free?
Mm-hmm.
So like that was my mentality for the longest. I wouldn't take any money for my stickers, but then a lot of people just kept saying like, "How much you want for it?" I was like, "I don't know, just give me $2 or whatever you
Yeah.
feel like giving me," you know. And then from there, it just like my style just kept evolving, kept growing, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, if you make any more stickers, give me some more." And I was like, "Oh shit!" So now I really need to make a lot of stickers, and that's when I started looking into like Sticker Mule, Sticker App, all these other like die cuts, and I was like, I need to buy an iPad. You know? So after that, my stickers just started like getting like their own popularity, and I was like, I guess I'm an artist now. I'm a sticker artist, you know. And then after that, that's where I met this group Concept that would make like little art walks here in downtown Santa Ana. And I was like, hey, you guys, I have stickers. Can I sell them here? And I was like, sure, why not? And dude, it was weird because like at first I was like, oh, I know it's coming up. I really messed up. Oh fuck, I could have gone to work or done something.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, like a lot of people just started coming up like, oh, this is really cool. This is really, I really like it. It really talks to me. It really resonates with me. And I was like, oh, and eventually that's how like my sticker thing started to become a thing, you
Yeah.
know?
Nice. I also wanted to say, because I put it in the notes so we don't forget, it all started when you were working at Pizza Loca, right?
Yes. My first job was working at Pizza Loca here in downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a good job. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good job because it was a first job, you know. But my mentality was like, if I get a job, I want to get a job somewhere where I could get started with my art, you know. And like they told me, like, oh, we have a location in downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Then like every other like month, it would get super busy at the end of the month or the beginning of the month. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is it so busy? And then one day they had like a bunch of artists set up in front of the shop,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, that looks so cool. There were like different stuffed teddy bears, different like headbands and stuff. I was like, what is this? But dude, I was tired, so I was just like, whatever. So I changed, I put my stuff in my bag, and I was walking out, and that's when I started seeing like all these artists just like
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, and I was like, holy shit, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just started walking around, talking to different artists, and shout out to the homegirl Beverly Salas,
Mm-hmm.
because she's the one that's like, just talk to Tyson. He's the one that sets everything up around here.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's that? And she was like, oh, yeah, well, here's a card, here's Concept, this is what we do, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And I didn't have any money at the time. So I was like, here, have a sticker. And she was like, okay, here, you take a sticker too. And dude, I was like, oh, shit, my first sticker trade. This is
Yeah.
so cool. And after that, it was just, yeah, if it wasn't for Pizza Loca, like, I would have never found these group of artists, you know, because I feel like I would have been somewhere else trying to make it as an artist
Mm-hmm.
while being myself.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you for answering that, Tony. And I think I want you to also talk a little bit about how you started to believe in yourself, and also how Don't Even Trip was created, because you know, we met in college. We were I think you were like my first college friend ever when I went to Santa Ana College, and we met in Donato's class, our English professor, in case he's watching. Hi, Donato. um but yeah, you know, and I still remember, and I still have all your stickers that you've ever given me, because I just thought they were like the coolest things ever. I mean, I still do think they're super cool, very
Thanks.
original. Um, but yeah, I wanted to just like make sure to not forget to talk about that. But yeah, I definitely want you to talk about how Don't Even Trip was created, and how you slowly started to believe in yourself.
That's like my Instagram handle, DET, like don't even trip.
Mm-hmm.
It all came to be because when I was doing stickers, my cousin invited me to like a show out in San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like this underground like graffiti show, and I was like, I was like, honestly, I felt so out of place.
Yeah.
But as soon as like we walked into this like warehouse, or it used to be like, I think it was a warehouse, because like he knocked on a wooden panel,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Yo, let me in." And he was like, "Who's that guy behind you?" And he was like, "Don't trip about it." It's like, "Don't even trip. He's an artist." And I was like, "Ooh, I like that. I like
Yeah.
how that sounds." And then like we went in, and dude, wall to wall stickers. It was just like hip hop. It was just graffiti. It was just everybody was like walking around with their backpacks, with their black books, and they're like, "Hey, yo, what do you throw? What do you throw?" And I would always say like, "Oh, I'm just a oneer." A oneer is a person who does graffiti by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a crew. They don't run with anyone.
Yeah.
They're just themselves. And I would always go with as a oneer. But then when my cousin said that, I was like, "Oh, I'm DET." And they're like, "What does that stand for?" I'm like, "Don't even trip." And they're like, "Oh, shit, all right, that's cool." And then after that, there was this giant table in the middle of the room where everybody was just throwing stickers, throwing packets and whatever. And my cousin's like, "Hey, bro, like, whip out everything you brought for this shit." And I was like, "Cool, dude." I had like a fat stack of stickers,
Nice.
and I was just throwing them. And as
Yeah.
soon as they would hit, people would pick them up and be like, "Oh shit, this is dope. You drew it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, this is hand drawn too, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, dude, this is dope. Keep it up, keep going, and blah 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 blah. Like, you should like meet up my crew and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Huh?" Like, I was so out of place. But for people to tell me, like, people I don't even know, I never even met, and I still don't know them,
Mm-hmm.
to be like, "Yo, this is some really good shit.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Keep going at it." I was like, "Okay, I think I have a talent for this shit." I felt really good. And then after that, I came back home, and I kept talking to like Concept. I kept talking to Tyson. I was like, "Yo, if there's any other art walks, let me be part of it. If there's any other like thing, let me join." And he was like, "All right, cool. I'll let you know. I'll let you know." And then after that, I just kept making stickers, and they're the ones that kept telling me and pushing me like, "Yo, do pieces. Stickers are cool, but people want something they can hold on to." And I was like, "All right, cool." I'll start doing little pieces here and there. And then after a while, a lot of people just started swarming to my tables like, "Oh yeah, you're that one like trippy art kid." I was like, "Yeah, I'm Tony. What's up?" And then that's when I started realizing like, yo, like, I'm actually talented at something that's
Mm-hmm.
not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be math or science or something. But then my family started seeing it, and they're like, "Yo, following in downtown?" I was like, "I guess." And that's when they started saying like, "Ooh, Tony's popular, Tony's famous." I was like, "Nah, dude, I'm just doing art. I'm just out here doing me?" And
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, that's cool."
Awesome, Tony. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, because I also wanted you to talk about how you branched out from stickers to canvases.
Yeah, that was really much on the homies doing, because I really didn't want to do canvases, because
Mm.
I felt like it was too much pressure to like make a big piece. I like little pieces because it's personal, it's quick, it's just like only I can see it. But then like as soon as I started making stickers, a lot of the homies were like, "Yo, do canvases. This is really good. You should blow it up. You should make it bigger. You should expand on it." And I was like, "Nah, I'm okay. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it weirder, but it's cool because for my first show, we had the Art and Music Festival here in Santa Ana,
Yeah.
and I made a bunch of stickers. I made a bunch of canvases, and I made a bunch of shirts. And I was like, dude, I didn't sleep for like 2 days
Oh my
working
God.
on that.
Mhm.
And then I was like, oh, I need a header. I need something to put like behind like my table or something, so it says like fucking Tony or DET.
Yeah, yeah.
And this like really big, I couldn't find it. I made this really big piece of a heart with like flames and like clouds on top, and it looked really dope. And I was like, all right, my sister was there. I was like, "Jesse, take care of this. I'm gonna go get food because I'm starving. I'm gonna go get Red Bull or something."
Yeah.
And I leave. And when I come back, she was like, "Dude, that big piece sold." I was like, "Which one?" Like, "The one that you were gonna use for your header." I was like, "What the fuck? How much?" I was thinking like 10, $15. So it was like, it sold for like $40. And back then I was like, "Oh shit, I sold something. I sold a big piece."
Yeah.
And like later on, like those people came by and they looked at me and they're like, "Are you the artist?" And dude, I was like so zoned out. I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" They're like, "Can we tell you something?" I'm like, "What happened?" And like, dude, like straight honest to God, this is like the wake up call that like kept happening. You know, they kept telling me it's like, don't be fucking stupid. Don't undersell yourself.
Mm.
You have a really good like product here. You have a really good talent, and you're underselling yourself. Don't do that shit. They were giving us this piece for $20, so we just took it for 40. And I was like, what? Why? And they're like, because it's really good. We really like it. It's unique. We haven't seen anything like it before.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, I guess I could go with this. And then after that, like every other show, they would tell me like, don't undersell yourself, don't undersell yourself. And I was like, well, I want my art to be like free and like inexpensive, so anyone could have it. That's why I still kept making stickers. That's why I kept giving away stickers. But at the same time, like it made sense. You know, I was putting a lot of money into the art,
Yeah.
so it was time to like start reaping or like getting money out of it. But it was weird just to see like the whole process go from like here's a free sticker to like don't be a fucking idiot, start charging for your art.
Yeah.
And I guess that's how it all started with like I'm an artist now. You
Yeah.
know, I was like I was learning to brand myself when I didn't even know I was branding myself. You know,
Yeah.
it was weird.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Tony. I wanted to make sure that we didn't forget about that. Yeah, it's such a nice journey. I always like hearing when you talk about that stuff. It always makes me just so happy. Um, but yeah, so now we can go into your art. So you can talk about any body of work you're comfortable with, and you can share it with us, and then I'll just ask you questions while you're showing the pieces.
Okay. Like, what do you want to see? Just like in general?
Uh, anything you'd like. I personally liked the sketches that I saw when we
Okay.
saw each other. But if you feel like you don't want to show those yet, you don't have to. Um, but
I just like the sketches. It's just like right now, I'm just doing like these little tattoo things.
hmm,
I don't know if you can see
I
them,
those are
you know?
signs.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're just like on a fake skin,
yeah, yeah.
just like to practice my tattooing.
Oh, okay.
The designs that we're talking about that day, they're on my trusty iPad. They're just something different, you know. Like I started doing tattoos, and like I wanted to see something different. I wanted to see something like that hasn't really been done before. And obviously, for me, that would be there it is. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, I can see it. There's a little
You know,
I can see it. Yeah, I love.
right? I like the Aztec Skull Crusher or like just the Jaguar Warrior in general. And I really wanted to like show that off more, especially in like tattooing with I don't know if you can see this one, like a little Mickey Mouse.
I love that one. So sick.
You know, I just want to see more of my culture out there than just like the pyramids or the a Mayan calendar or something like that. I want to be like sort of like traditional new school is with like just regular shit.
Yeah.
I want to have like my culture out there. You know, I want to have a new school Quetzalcoatl, or I want to have a new school fucking pyramid or something that brings more vibrancy
Mm,
to our culture than just black and gray.
yeah.
You know, and this is a little ninja I drew.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one. Oh, wow, that one's so cool. I love it.
Thank you. And then the other ones, the little Reaper dudes. You know, like I still want to have fun. Like I want to make things cool and like I don't know. I want to give it my spin on everything. So I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, I love the skull with the gorrito. That one's my favorite.
Yeah, see, it's just I just want to give. I want to make something. You know, I want to make an impact of like, oh yeah, fucking tattooing is hardcore. It's like yeah, it's hardcore, but at the same time, it's like you talk to any other artist and they're just like fucking goofballs. You know, they're just like they're not as intimidating as they seem. So it's like, oh shit, you walk into a shop and it's like your butthole clenches and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, you know. But it's like, no, bro, everybody's nice. Everybody's like chill.
Yeah, everybody.
Those are sketches I did
Nice.
for my apprenticeship,
Hmm.
and then there's oh my book. I don't know if I showed you this one. I was working on this one, like, so it doesn't have a glare.
Oh, nice. No, I didn't me. Oh, wow, that one's really cool. So how long does this take to complete?
How long does it take to complete?
Yeah.
Well, depending on the process, you know. So
Hmm.
let's say you meet up with someone or someone like messages you and they're like, yo, I want a tattoo. It's like, all right, it could take like within an hour
Yeah.
to a day
Hmm.
to like set it up. Like, what do you want? Where do you want it? How big do you want it? And what's your budget on it?
Hmm.
You know? And then depending on what they say, they're like, all right, cool. I want to get an owl. I want to make the size of my forearm. I'll be like, oh, well, I don't know, like 125, 130, depending on if you want shading, color, or what style.
Hmm.
You know, so I'd say like minimum a day to a day and a half of just planning. And then from there, you just work on the sketch. And then you just get like your tattoo. You know, you just get your gear ready and you get your setup ready and you start going off of that. But this is my little calling card. I'm pretty sure you remember it,
Yes. So cute.
right? So like that process takes like about 2 3 hours just to tattoo, just to get like a solid tattoo.
Mm.
It's gonna be like 2 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, want to get like a full piece. It's gonna take like 6 8 hours,
Hmm.
but that's just like somewhere further down the line. You know, that's like when you already know what you want and you want to have like just full blast
Hmm.
tattoo.
Nice. And so what's the inspiration behind some of the pieces? Like you talked about how the like you want more cultural tattoos to bring more vibrancy, but what about like the frog? What was the inspiration behind your frog tattoo?
Honestly, like at first, I just couldn't draw humans, so I was on Pinterest just like finding things, and I just saw just little frogs dressed up as different things, and I was like, you know what? I could recreate this. I could animate these and bring them to like life in a different way, you know. And then I started doing frogs, and I started learning how to like draw the arms, how to bend them, like have like chubby little frogs, have like skinny little frogs,
Yeah.
and all these stuff, you know. And then one of my tattoo teachers, they're like, "Oh, you know what the frog means, right?" And I was like, "No, not really." They're like, "Oh, the frog in like tattooing culture means growth, knowledge, experience, because you start from a little tadpole and then you evolve to a frog." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's actually kind of cool,"
Yeah.
you know?
That.
Like I didn't know it, you know? So like me myself, I was just growing as an artist, and I feel like the frog just perfectly represents that growth of like knowledge and everything. So where I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a frog now. Like I'm gonna start drawing frogs because yeah, I'm doing this. This is for real now. Like I'm fucking doing this now. You know, like I'm over here just waiting for like the homie to come by. I'm like, hey, you want tattoos? Like, yeah. All right, get on the table. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, back then it wasn't. I would have never thought I would be doing that. You know, from stickers to tattoos, it's like worlds apart. But it happened. It's just like I'm over here drawing frogs because who doesn't like a frog? You know?
Yeah. Thanks, Tony. And so what I was gonna, do you actually have any stickers on you that you used to make? I was trying to, I don't, mine are in California, so I don't have any stickers.
Uh,
If not, it's okay. I just wanted, it just like popped in my head just now if you had any stickers.
nah, I don't have any stickers anymore. I haven't done stickers in a minute, but fuck, they're in my sister's car. I made some for my trip to San Francisco, and I was just like, because I'm still a kid, you know, I'm never gonna grow up. Hence the young Tony.
Yeah.
I was just like posting stickers everywhere, and then I just left them in my sister's car. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to make more stickers, you know, just or just make like frog stickers and just like go posting those around town.
Good.
Just give them out to homies when I see them again.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, you have some designs on you. Remember, like
Oh, frogs? Yeah.
I was like, wait, he has some on his
My
butt.
trusty iPad.
Um, there's a Santeros who joined.
Hello. Check it out. That's one of my frog boys.
Cool.
Or wait, I'm just gonna flip the camera around real quick just so I can show you.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say show us the tattoo that you have on your arm. I think there's a panda one on your arm. That's a sticker.
Yeah, that's my froggo.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the big frog.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have these like little creatures, my like bread and
Yeah,
butter for a while.
yeah,
You know, my bears.
designs. Oh, I love them so much.
And then my like trusty mushroom.
Mm-hmm. I used to think that was a tree until you told me that was a mushroom.
Yeah, a lot of people said like, "Oh yeah, that's a tree, that's a mushroom, that's an ice cream cone." I'm like, "Bro, it is what it is." You know, that's what I like about art. And then this was gonna be like my calling card, but I'm like, nah, it's too much. I'm not that fancy.
Yeah.
I don't want to take myself too seriously.
Oh
And then this looks like my uncle.
my. And you have
And yeah, those are my references. Like,
your reference
you know,
there, yeah.
like it would be like that little guy, and that little guy, and then it just turns to that dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like shout out to the shop for teaching me how to like sew an image together from different images
Mm-hmm.
just to do like my style, you know? And then where is it? I got this one. Let's see if it loads.
Oh,
You know?
wow. That one's so pretty. I think the way you draw hearts is so unique. I think I love how you
There's that one. Sorry, you're saying?
I said I like how you draw hearts. It's my favorite.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like I never really liked the idea of having like a perfect drawing because we're not perfect in any way or form.
Yeah.
So like I like it like grungy, like oh that's so dark or whatever. But even like here are my frogs.
Yeah. Oh, the one with the heart. So cute. I
Yeah, that one's on my leg actually. I can't whip it out, but it's on my page. But then like I have like a panda bear like right here,
Oh, nice.
and then I have like my own drawing. Like that's the one that got me the apprenticeship.
So cool.
And then yeah, then I just tattooed this little buddy on me. And honestly, I was thinking of like tattooing myself later today too.
Oh,
You
really?
know? Yeah,
Cool.
because why not? I'm bored. And like there's like my whole little setup.
Oh,
You know?
so cool. Yeah,
And then where is it?
thanks for sharing all this stuff right now, Tony, by the way. I really appreciate it.
Oh well, yeah, it's like why not?
Hi, Gosha. Sorry, my friend Gosha just joined. Hello.
It's all good. See, and then I have like a little fairy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the frog fairy. That is so cute.
And then my cousin's favorite,
Oh my gosh.
like a chubby little frog.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like I just chose the frogs because after a while I was like, you know what? I am a frog. I'm like a fucking rocker over here.
Yeah.
Like I did these designs on the homies.
Oh wow, the ska one, the ska frog is so cool.
Yeah, right. And it's like it's just I really want to like give the homies something that's unique, something that like no one else has. You know, like this one I did it on the other homie earlier last week,
Oh
like a cherub skating.
yeah, can you share the one with the girl again? I want my friend to see it. To my friend Gosha to see it.
Which one?
The girl with the I think she had the feathers. If it's too far back, it's okay.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, my sister actually wants to get that one, and I was like, yeah, let me just get more comfortable in like my own style, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because this is a lot of line work and stuff. But I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm ready. I'm doing this owl later today, so I was like, you know what, might as well just
Wow.
go for it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then like I have like a my cousin did this one on me, a
Oh,
little Squirtle.
turtle. I love it.
Yeah, so it's like I'm trying to like influence like other people to be like, hey, you know, like I get it. It's scary to start like a new journey, but like it's better just to do it before like you just like go your whole life of like, oh, I could have done it, but it never really came to be. And these are some of the sketches I did at the shop,
Yeah, I love
and that was my nickname for a while, Tighter Tits.
it. Oh my gosh, Tony. Yeah, thank you so
But yeah, that's
much.
that's just like some of the stuff that I've been working on.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Yeah, and then you kind of answered the new project. So, um, there's somebody asked questions for all done, and then if any of my questions, you can answer the one that somebody has. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so thank you again for showing the art. I always love when people show their artwork, and your designs are just so cool. I love your work.
Thank you.
You're so awesome.
You make me feel so accomplished sometimes. It's like
What?
I'm not really doing, bro. I'm just like you're just drawing.
You've done so much. You are accomplished. Don't feel like you're not. So my next question is, how are you taking care of yourself physically and emotionally during this time?
Physically, as you can tell, I'm not really doing much. I'm just honestly eating my feelings right now, especially with COVID and everything. Shout out to the holiday season though, because primo food, those tamales,
Yeah,
I had like six the other day, so I'm not sad about that.
yeah.
But emotionally, I'd say honestly, like it's just been one like roller coaster of a year.
Hmm.
So it's best just like I find it best just to like have a good cry, not like an angry cry or like a sad cry or like a I give up cry, more like a cry where like you're just letting your emotions out, and that's how I do it. And it's like I was watching Scrubs the other day, and like where the like brother dies, and I was like, oh dude, that's sad. But afterwards, I was just like, all right, cool, let's just pick up the pencil again, let's keep drawing. I was for me that's like pressing the restart button on my emotions. I'm like so like stressed out, so like overwhelmed, and like there's so much happening in life, and it's just like I don't want to scream. I don't want to argue. I don't want to do anything harmful to anyone else. So I just like stay up late at night, watch Scrubs, all the sad moments or whatever. And I'm just like, I have good people in my life helping me through this. And it's like that's how I cope with it. I don't know how other people cope with it. I'm pretty sure therapy might help, but for me, crying, it's like the reset. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's right, Gosha. Gosha's like tears are healing. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
I
exactly, exactly.
did a subway day. Yeah.
I was like,
No, and
the other day I woke up, I was all happy, and I was like, you know what? Today is a good day. And I was just like, I'm just gonna start drawing. I'm gonna start printing.
mhm.
And I was like, oh, I should make prints.
Yeah. And I think like when we were prepping for this before, I was telling you, I really appreciate how you're like, oh, it's good to have a good cry, because a lot of
Yeah.
people don't like to admit that they cry, but you're like, yeah, I have a good cry. I was like, yes, Tony, definitely share that, because some people don't like to be like, oh, I don't cry. Who cries? I don't.
No, well, that's just you're just like stunning yourself from feeling anything else.
Mhm.
That's something I learned like in this journey we call life. It's like you need to feel like the whole like spectrum of emotions, or else you're just gonna be stunning yourself from feeling something else. So like when something sad happens, feel sad, or when something bad happens, feel angry, but never be like, oh fuck it, I'm like I don't feel anything at all, because that's I find that kind of dumb or useful, but mostly dumb because it's like so you're not happy, you're not sad. So like for me, like personally, like I am an emotional fella.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go cry real quick.
Yeah.
See you guys in 20. I'll go to the bathroom, cry, let it out, and just come back. It's like, oh yeah, dude, I was fucking smoking hella weed. It's like, no, I was just crying.
Yeah. Oh, Tony. Oh, but yeah, no, thank you for saying. I think a good cry is good, especially with this pandemic and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my last question to you is, do you have any advice you would like to give to artists?
Any advice I'd like to give to artists? Like good advice or bad advice?
Good.
Because good advice, just keep pushing, just keep like moving forward. Like even though one may feel like they're stumped, it's just like best to like keep moving forward because you never know where you're gonna end up. Like I honestly never thought I would be doing tattooing for a living. You know, I thought I'd always be doing like graffiti or like just big portraits and stuff. And now it's like, how am I here? You know, sometimes I wake up and it's like, dude, I have like 3 tattoos today, and I'm like, I don't, I don't really remember waking up one day and be like, oh, I'm gonna be a tattoo artist. It just sort of just happened gradually,
Yeah.
and it's like, don't give up, dude. Just keep pushing your craft, keep pushing your limit. You know, like the homie says, if you have nothing else to do, just draw, and then something else is gonna come up and be like, oh, that's a new style, or that's a new form, or that's something I've never even seen before. Like sometimes I'm just drawing, and like yesterday, I did this little froggy, and I was like, huh, I did another frog. It was freehand, you know. It was like
Yeah.
real quick, 1 hour draw, and I was like, all right, cool, time to tattoo. I tattooed it, and I was like, it came out really nice, you know. And it's like just pushing your craft. Don't give up, even when people say like, oh, you're not gonna accomplish anything. It's like, nah, bro, you don't know. You don't fuck with the vision. I don't fuck with you. Get out my life,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm just put at that positive motivation,
Yeah.
you know.
No, very, very accurate. Yeah. Don't mess with the vision or anything. But yeah, that's thank you so much for the advice and just sharing your story, Tony. I mean, I know a little bit of your story, but I'm really glad that some people got a chance to hear your story. Like my friend Gosha, like she doesn't know you, but I'm glad that she got to see your work and hear a little bit about you. And so
Yeah, thank you
now,
for the platform, man.
yeah, and then your friend Michael is on too. So thank you. And so now, I mean, I finished my question, so now we can have the audience ask questions. So I think I saw someone ask more up. Let me see. I think somebody asked, oh yeah, Michael Canteros asked, "What's your favorite medium?"
What's my favorite medium? Honestly, I'm gonna go like back to like my roots, stickers. I love stickers to this day. Even though I haven't done them, sometimes I feel like the urge of like, where's my pencil? I need to get like a blank sticker and just draw something out, slap it somewhere, and just be like, all right, I'll see it around, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, but for me, it's always gonna be my bread and butter. That's always gonna be my favorite medium. But lately, I've also been like messing around with the tablet.
Mm-hmm.
So digital art's just like out there, and it's like, holy shit, I could do so much more.
Yeah.
But for sure, it's stickers. That's my favorite medium. I know it sounds super weird, but my favorite medium is stickers.
Nice. And anybody else can ask any questions, and we can just wait a while to see if somebody else asks more questions. We can
For sure.
wait a minute. Um, like those. Oh yeah, the U.S. mail stickers. Yeah, that's the ones he's talking about, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started. That was like, honestly, I would just walk into the US, like the USPS, and just grab a brick, and the people would stare at me, and I'm pretty sure they knew what was going on. They'd be like, "Stop," and I'd just be like, "Whatever," and I just walked out with a brick of like 500 stickers,
My God.
and I was like, "Yes," just pocket them, and that's how my career started.
Yeah, and you started
And
with
2 years later,
giraffes.
here I am.
I still remember
Whatever.
you started with giraffes.
Yeah, I started with a lot. I'm telling you, I was just like experimenting with different animals. Like I didn't know what was gonna be my logo or what I was gonna be like doing me, you know. So like
Mm-hmm.
I started with different other animals, and then the bear kind of stuck, and then like now the frog is sticking, and it's like I'm a fucking nature.
Yes, and then someone asked, "Can you give me a sticker?" Ed Ponce.
Yeah, I'll give him a sticker when I make more stickers, honestly, because I don't have any stickers on me.
Yeah.
And last time I gave out stickers, they would just throw them in the trash. So
I would never throw them in the trash.
no fake fans.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else has any?
So I'll make more stickers and I'll hand them out. Like you know me, like if I see you, I'll be like, hey, you want a sticker? Here you go. Or if you see me, be like, hey, give me a sticker. Like for sure, here you go.
Yeah,
You
it would
know?
always make me so happy when I would come back to visit, and you would just give me stickers, and I'd be like, "Tony, I put them in on campus at UH. I got you."
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Yeah. But yeah, if anybody else has any more questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Let me see. I think I have a few. I have a few more for you.
For sure.
Oh yeah, my friend Gosha says hand drawn or digital printer. Hand drawn or digital printer. Oh, he hand draws them, Gosha.
I started with like hand drawings
Hmm.
because I'm a poor kid, you know, like I grew up in the city, like everything is expensive over here. So
Yeah.
I would, I don't condone this anymore, but I would like steal Sharpies from Walmart and shit and like all this other stuff. But then I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna be a good Samaritan and start buying my supplies.
Yeah.
So I started hand drawings, and then after I got my iPad, I was like, all right, we're going digital, and yeah, digital is the future.
Digital is the future. I don't think Gosha saw the your tattoos. I have the tattoos that you have on your obviously on your skin of your sticker designs. I don't know if you mind showing them again if you can.
Oh yeah, let me just take off my sweater.
Oh, and then there's two other questions. So, as an artist, what's some advice for when things get harder? You get stuck.
Uh, as an artist, honestly, dude, like wear your heart on your sleeve and just make it art, dude, because that's essentially how it all came to be for me. You know, that was like my first sticker design ever. It was like a bear, and my mentor liked it, and she was like, "Hey, you want to pick up an apprenticeship?" I was like, "I'm down." Then see, I have a frog here, and then a paintbrush because I'm a creative, and
I
then
like your heart one.
this.
Show the heart one. The heart one's my favorite one.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like my first sticker, and yeah, I decided like making my logo. And for a while, it was a good logo, but then I decided to get more stickers and stuff. And let me see if I could pull it out. Squirrel.
The Squirtle, yay. Yeah, and I think Gosha, I think you kind of answered it earlier, like if you prefer digital or hand drawn. Or like, I don't think you, Tony,
Um,
if you prefer digital or hand drawn.
I prefer hand drawn because like I feel like I could control it more before like it goes into the street,
Hmm.
or like I could control it more like, oh, I know what I want here.
Oh, okay.
You know, and with digital, I feel like I'm still not mastering it to the point where I could just have or control Z or whatever it is. So it's like I'd
Yeah.
rather do it by hand. So if I do mess
Yeah.
up, I can just go and I'm done. You know, rather than like actually drawing it on tablet. It's like I'm still learning it, but I'll get there. Eventually, I'll be like a designing whiz.
Yeah, exactly. I think Michael said, "Oh, I can answer the advice question, I think." Um, I think that's what he meant. Let me see. I'm gonna wait and see if that's what he meant because I don't want to answer and then he's like, "I that's not what I meant."
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also my friend Gosha, she's a really, really talented artist. I'm gushing.
Yeah, I was seeing dude, like some of the people that like you have on your like talks. I was like, dude, these are really like talented artists. It's like I don't really like compared to them. I'm like, you know, so I was like really nervous coming on here because
No.
like I have like little sticker stuff, you know, and they're over here doing like portraits, pieces, and just like these like big actual art pieces, and I'm like, I have a sticker.
Oh my gosh, stop.
You
No.
know? Yeah.
Everyone's talented. Everyone's talented. That's why I want you on here, you know, like everybody has their own pieces. Oh yeah, so he meant he said yes. So my advice if things get hard, you're welcome, Gosha. You are a good artist. Um but yeah, I guess my answer to that question is like what do I do when things get tough? I mean, I don't know. I haven't made art in a while. Um because I've been like moving around. I mean, you know this, Tony, but I don't know. Whoever's watching doesn't know.
Yeah.
I moved from Hawaii, and then I was in California for a few weeks, and then now I'm in Oregon, and I'm trying to find. We just found a new spot, so I'm gonna move in it on Friday tomorrow, Saturday. And then once I get settled, I'm gonna start making art. But when things get hard, I mean, I don't know, like if I can't make art, I always go to art pages on Instagram and I just like kind of like see inspiration because I notice that if I don't make art, I get really, really depressed.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, like Michael said, praying helps me a lot. I pray a lot. If I can't do art, I write or I just watch something that's like artistically pleasing. I don't want to say aesthetically pleasing, but if something's like for some like for example like stop motion movies are like that's an art. And
Yeah,
I always
definitely.
love watching that kind of stuff because it's like if I can't make it, I'd really prefer to like watch someone make art. But I mean, if things get tough, you always have a community. I always try to make sure to, like you're one of my good friends. Gosha's one of my good friends. I just try to like reach out and talk to people when things get hard. And if you,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, and if you're ever stuck in like in art, like a what is it like artist block,
This
I
block
guess.
room, yeah.
What I noticed that helps when you're in an artist block is you don't make art. You just kind of like let go and you just kind of like go have a fun day at the park, go chill with your friends. And it's always when you kind of like let yourself go and actually have fun that the idea comes in your head. That's happened to me like 99% of the time. When I'm like, I don't know what to do, I can't figure out this idea. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go chill with some friends, go to the beach, hang out. And then the idea just comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, all I had to do was like relax.
Yeah.
Sounds silly, but it's true.
No, yeah, definitely, dude. Like sometimes the solution is so simple that we ourselves are just like, nah, it can't be that simple, dude.
Yeah,
So you like in a hole where you're just like, why can't I get out of it? And it's like, cause just don't think about it, dude. Just get out. The
yeah,
sun is shining, fucking trees are burning, but it's all good, you know?
yeah. Oh, all right. Bye, Michael. You're welcome for the advice. Stay safe. But yeah, yes, Gosha, I try to stay connected. I just saw that she's like, Brenda's so connected. I try.
Right?
I try to stay connected. But yeah, we have time for a few more questions if anybody else wants to ask any other ones. You're more than welcome to. But Tony, I actually have a question for you. So you're doing an owl, right? Is that the tattoo you're gonna do today?
Yes, I'm gonna do this tattoo, I think after we're done with this.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, I mean, gotta stay busy and like I told you, like a lot of things happened this week that like everything just piled on.
Yeah.
So I'm like not really good at multitasking. I hate multitasking, but when push comes to shove, like you have to, like I said, get on it and be like, don't let it slip out of your hands. So yeah, this is a tattoo I'm gonna be working on later today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just working on hand stencil right now.
Nice.
So yeah, since I still don't have a thermofax machine because that's really expensive. Shout out to the apprenticeship for teaching me how to like hand stencil my tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
That you get that original touch, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that je ne sais quoi.
Yeah. Oh, I actually have another question. So, would you be down to like travel and do tattoos while you're traveling? Like out of the
Bro, that would
country?
be the dream. Yeah, that'd be the dream, dude. Just like a traveling gypsy, not carry like any sort of like documentation on me. Just carry like my tattoo machine, my needles, or
Yeah.
whatever. Just like walk up to a shop, like, yo, can I like post here for a bit? And then be like, yeah, fuck it, kick it, you know. And then like like tattoo like a month or two, like get to know the people around them. Be like, all right, deuces. Go off to like the next place and be like, yeah, I really didn't think about that until my mentors like, you could do that. That's like your life choice now if you want to
Yeah.
do it. Like you have talent, and you have like blessings, and you have like all this shit that go on with you once you leave the shop. And I was like, I might want to try to do that one day.
You
Who knows?
I can totally see you doing that. That's definitely a goal I know you're gonna accomplish for sure.
Heck yeah. And now I'm gonna go over to Oregon and be like, all right, Brenda, you want a tattoo? I got you, homie.
Yes. Oh my gosh, please come to Oregon. That'd be so much fun. That'd be so
I want to go back. Last time I went, I got sick, so I really didn't enjoy it that
Well,
much.
I'll make sure you don't. I'll make sure you don't get sick. Yes, Scotia, van life. Van life for sure.
Van life, yes. The homie was doing that for a minute, just like have like
Oh,
a
really?
tiny home and
Mm-hmm.
just like traveling everywhere, just like doing his own thing, making music. It's like you're living the life that I want to live one day, you know?
Yeah, I always
Shout out
wanted to
to him.
do that. Yeah. Like, wouldn't that just be so fun? Just like chill in a van and like travel everywhere.
Exactly, dude. See the sunrise in different places.
Mm.
I can knock out in different places too. Wake up with a ticket somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like a park here, officer. I'm not from here. I'm a tourist.
Nice. Gosha, do you have any other questions for Tony? Because I think we're gonna have to end it soon, unfortunately.
It was fun though. I had fun.
I had fun too.
Hopefully you had fun too, yeah.
I did. I had so much fun. I was very excited for today's artist talk. Even though I woke up, dude, I when I texted you, I had just woken up. I was like, oh no, I'm so late.
I know, dude. When you texted me, I had just gotten to the studio and like my friend wasn't here since it's his studio.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't here. He was out getting coffee, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a nap. Last night was just horrible. I got tired. And he was like, "Oh no, bro, chill, just relax, breathe."
Yeah,
He's the one who teaches me how to breathe sometimes because it's like
good.
life is hard, bro. Life is definitely hard right now.
Life is hard. Life is intense.
But hey, look at that. We did it.
Yeah, we
We
did
did it.
it. I'm so glad we did this. I'm so happy, Tony. And then I'll be in California I told you, right? I'll be there in Christmas time.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Kick.
Yeah. Oh, she said you rock tea.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. It's
I feel
okay.
loved.
Yeah, I know, right? It's okay, Gosha. I'm gonna upload it soon so you can see it from the beginning. And if you have any questions, I'm gonna put Tony's Instagram on. He's a really
Yeah. If anything, can you like send me a link so I could like also post it on mine, so I
yeah.
could be like, hey guys, look at this thing.
Yeah, so I haven't been able to do it because I've been moving around so much, but hopefully once I get settled into my place, I'm gonna find a way for me to download this and that way I can send it to you. Yeah, bless up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. It might take me a while, but I'll do it. I'll do it as soon as I can.
If anything, let's just make this a common podcast. Like, yo, let's have drawing time with Brenda and Tony or Brenda and friend. You know.
Yeah, yeah, Brennan. No, I like Brennan and Tony. Um, all right, well, I think I'm gonna end it now before Instagram cuts me off. I'm like checking the time right now.
Yeah, I'll truly cut you off now.
Yeah, I don't want it to cut me off while you're saying something. All right. Well, thank you for joining, Gosha, and whoever else is watching, and thank you, Tony, for being a guest. You rock. You're awesome.
Thank you for having me on, you guys. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Kind of went blind, but keep it up, man. I like this. I like the little thing you're doing here.
Yeah.
Keep it up. It's
Thank
very
you.
inspirational.
I know. You're an inspiration, and I'll see you soon in Christmas time.
Got it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.